Hello artists! Today we're going to make a picture inspired by artist Alma Woodsey Thomas. And you will need a messy mat, a piece of paper, and we will all have a paint tray that has some little teeny tiny sponges inside. These are not for cleaning brushes because we are not using any brushes. Your name needs to go on the back of your paper and your class. Flip it over. This is a lesson where you get to choose the direction for your paper, whether you want it in portrait view or landscape view, that is up to you. Alma's art normally featured things from nature. She had mountains, flowers, the sun, an eclipse. Those are all things you see outdoors. Whatever you make, you're going to keep it simple. We are not adding 1,000,001 details. The focus needs to be on the color in your artwork. So I think I'm going to work vertically, and I am going to call mine waterfall. So I'm going to draw a line that's not totally straight. It's very light. You probably can't even see it. This separates my sky from where I'm going to have the waterfall. And then I'm going to draw a couple light curved lines. And this will show where the water's coming down. And then this will be the green beside it. Every student will have up to 2 sponges to use on this lesson and no more. And you need to think about what colors are going in here. And we work from the center out, usually. So for example, waterfall, I probably want some kind of blues on mine. So I'm going to take my little sponge and dip it in, I think I'll do the light blue first, and dip it in the light blue. And then I'm going to gently press down in rows. And if something doesn't print very well, you can always go back and go over it very carefully. Then dip it back in again. If using your fingers to dip the sponge in is too hard, I have some clothespins, and we can use the clothespin and grab the end of your sponge that's not as wide. See, this end is wide, this end is not. So you can grab the end of your sponge that's not as wide and use that to hold it and dip it in the paint. Okay, I still want some blues here, but I want to change my blue to a darker blue. So I'm going to put my clothespin on the dirty end and then dip this other end in, the clean end. When both ends of both of your sponges are dirty, it's time to wash. You need to take your clothespin and set it down on your messy mat. Sponge goes to the sink and you wash them out very well and then squeeze them before you continue painting. Now my sponge is all clean. It's the same one I was just using. Make sure you squeeze it over the sink too to get it clean. Okay, clothespin can go back on. And I'm changing colors. And when you're dipping this in, you're not pushing all the way down to the bottom of the paint tray. You're just dipping it in enough to get a little paint on the end of your sponge.